Hi, welcome to training for TriRiga Capital Projects. TriRiga is an application used by the Department of Veteran Affairs to capture the execution of any given capital project. This includes recording information regarding the project itself, contracts within the project, submittal packages within it, RFIs, change orders, and so on. The TriRiga application is browser and web-based, which means you can access the application anywhere you have an internet connection. You will be provided with a login by your field support staff if you do not have one already. Today, we will be going over the creation and flow of change orders. Let's get logged into TriRiga. Looks like I was already logged in. Make sure I have a valid session here. I'm going to log in as the SRE. They will be inputting change orders, or the RE can, either or. We are logged into TriRiga. First thing we need to do is check that we're in the correct project. I want to be in CFM Project 1, and it looks like I am. Next, we need to expand the COs, PCOs, and RFQs section on the project data over here, and then click on change orders to be taken there. Once here, we'll get a nice list of all the change orders currently in our project and on our contract. So we need to click Add to begin creating a new contract change order. Exist to make it easier to work with. So the first thing we need to do is enter the change order number in the general section here. This is what was created in ECMS. You can refer to block 20 of the SF30 for this number. I'm going to put P0020 in this case. In the name, start with the change order number, followed by the name of the change order. Next, we need to enter the date of the award. This is the date the SF30 was signed, which you can find in block 16C. It pre-populates to the current date, which we're going to leave it as. Now we can click is this change order initiated by another document, an RFI, an RFQ, PCO, or submittal? In our case, we're going to say no. We're going to create this change order from no other documentation. And last, we need to set the liability code. Select A, click Create Draft. Next, we're going to update the contract mod type in the general section. Find this here. Follow it to the right, click on the spyglass. Select 1 for change order, 2 for administrative change, 3 for supplemental agreement, or 4 for other. Select 4 for other. After filling in the contract mod type, we will update the description section with some notes or enter the scope of the modification. Be careful and remember that whatever you put here, the contractor will see on their portal. Next, we need to enter the obligation number, which is block 12 on the SF30. Enter your contracting officer's name in the contracting office field. If this modification definitizes another modification, enter the modification number that is being definitized into the definitizes field. This would be block 14 on your SF30. In the summary section now, you need to enter the following information. The SF30 signature date. Select that if you have it. Put it as tomorrow in this case. If this modification involves a time extension, enter the number of days by clicking on the calendar next to the time extension amount, typing in the amount of days. In this case, we'll say it takes entering a 5-day extension. You can also get this information from block 14 on your SF30. Moving on to the details section. So we have the liability code. Double check that it is correct still. A for design error, B for design omission, C for unknown condition, D for program change, E for technical or admin decision, F for phase design/construction, G for value engineering, and H for VAMC requested change. You'll find all of these in the documentation as well. In the SF30 clause block, please select the correct clause. You'll find this on block 13 of the SF30. Again, these values are defined in the documentation. Click on the dropdown for SA forward priced only if this is an SA. Select yes if you and the contractor have agreed on a cost and time prior to the start of work. If you have not, select no. Select no. And let's save. Okay. Next, we need to scroll down to the import contract section. We need to click find and select the contract that this change order will be modifying. Do that by selecting the radar box to the left of the one you'd like and then clicking OK. This will automatically fill in the vendor company field beneath it as well. Section rather. So let's click save. And we're going to move on to the cost tab. You have to let the page fully load before it lets you change the tabs. So in the cost tab, we will find the schedule of values section. Here we need to click add. So let us create a new line item to modify contract. In the name section, you'll enter the full name of the pay item. This will show up as the contract invoice line item when you do an invoice. So for example, I'm going to P0020 dash the line item number 001 dash the name to change order video. In the date field, put the date the SF30 was signed. It does default to today's date, so please update that if necessary. Enter the pay item number, in this case P0020-001. Moving down to the changes section. Enter the change amount of this pay item. This would be from block 12 on your SF30. It's going to change this by $1,500. In the budget code section, we need to select the budget code that this value will roll up to. So click find. So make sure you select the correct budget code. If you are unsure of which budget code to choose, please reach out to your field support team and ask. And also, even if you know the correct budget code, double check that you have selected the correct one. The mistake made here is difficult to fix later on. So double check your information here. Make sure you have the correct cost code. Once you select your cost code and clicked OK, it will automatically fill in the cost code ID and cost code name. And I'll click Create. Then we can click Save. And you can repeat those steps for each line item that you need to create. So we're done saving. We can move on to the notes and documents section, where we will find the related documents section, which will let us upload any documents that we need to this change order. Click the upload button, it will open a new window. All you need to do is find your find your files, select them, and you can select more than one if you'd like. Drag and drop them, see that they both populate the list. Once you're happy with what you're ready to upload, click submit. You'll have a progress bar showing you progress of the upload. It will close by itself when the upload is complete. And when you come back to your change order, you'll see that your 2 documents have been uploaded. Save to save those. After your documents have been uploaded, please go back and double check all of your information, checking the general tab, cost tab, and the notes and documents tab. On the cost tab, again, please pay careful attention to your line items. Double check them before this last step. Reopen them up and double check that you have the correct amounts and budget codes selected. Double check our budget code and our amounts. And change them right now if necessary. We're happy to save and close. If we're happy with all the information, we double checked it all and it all looks good, you can click issue. This will issue the change order, get it ready to be completed. We need to find it again to reopen it. I'm sorting by date in this case because I'm looking for the newest change order in this environment. I click date once to sort by oldest to newest, and I'll click it a second time to sort by newest to oldest. You'll see our change order is here. Still in the review in progress state, so we need to refresh it and wait until it is in issued state. Just give it a few seconds. It is now in the issued status. It is ready to be completed. So we click on it to open it back up. And then we mark it complete. By clicking on the complete button. One thing to be aware of is the change order must be in the completed status if you'd like to pay on them. And another word of warning, you should input change orders into Tririga after they are awarded in ECMS. Once the change order is inputted in Tririga, you must issue it and complete it like we just did before you start putting in a second one. This will help keep your financials in line in the roll-up. It is recommended that you designate a single person and a backup for the single person to do the change order input. If you do make a mistake in the money amounts or the budget codes and you have already issued and or completed the change order, please email or contact your field support team to have it corrected.